everyone. I hope you're doing well today. It's Jen from Kids Eat Vegetables, and today I want to talk to you about boundaries and how setting boundaries for our little people equals love. I actually was at a speaking event last week. It had nothing to do with feeding our kids, but it was on parenting. It was the topic, actually the guest speaker was Jason Everett from the Chastity Project. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend you check it out. He was amazing. But anyways, one of the topics, or one sentence he had last week at the speaking series was boundaries equal love, and how setting boundaries for our kids is showing them love. And it really got me thinking about this topic and the boundaries we set for our children and how those boundaries can relate to the dinner table. And really, if you think about it, from the time your kiddos were just wee little ones, as soon as they become mobile, what's the first thing we do? We childproof the house, we set up baby gates, we set up boundaries to keep them safe, right? We don't want them to fall down the steps. We don't want them to get burnt on the stovetop. So we set up these boundaries to keep them safe, right? And setting those boundaries continue as they get older, right? When we're riding in the car, we make sure they're properly buckled in the car seat, even if that means an all-out battle in the Target parking lot where we are like totally trying to maneuver our 2-year-old into the car seat and praying no one is watching this battle. But we're always setting boundaries. And even as they get older, we make sure they're properly buckled in to keep them safe, because we understand the risks of them riding around in the car without a car seat or without being properly buckled. And even into the teenage years, you know, we are setting boundaries, and that is curfew, friends, you know, different school boundaries with what they can do with extracurricular activities and their free time. So we're constantly setting boundaries to keep our kids safe. And I really wanted to talk today about what boundaries are we setting at the dinner table. When we sit down to eat, what are the boundaries that we're setting to keep our kids safe? I talk to way too many moms who are telling me, my child only eats chicken nuggets. My child only eats hot dogs. That's all they're gonna eat. That's all they eat. That's all they can eat at the dinner table. And you know, it's tough. It's very tough. And, you know, I definitely can relate. I can relate to, you know, those kind of battles with my own children, but those aren't healthy. That's not healthy, right? And our children are only eating that because we are serving that to them. We're providing that to them. We are responsible for what they eat, where they eat, and when they eat, right? They're responsible for how much they eat and if they're gonna eat it or not. But we really need to set healthy boundaries. And eating chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese every night is not a healthy, safe boundary. And it is something that we need to break. And we need to set up those healthy boundaries that teach our kids about healthy eating, healthy food choices, right? Because we know that that's gonna set them up for a lifetime of health and wellness. So I really wanted you to question, you know, for yourself, am I setting healthy boundaries? Am I keeping my child safe at the dinner table? It's a tough conversation. It's not easy. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because I really want to help moms get over these challenges and get over these hurdles. And I do have suggestions. I'd love to sit down and chat. If you ever want to get together for a coffee chat or tea talk, as I like to say, because I don't drink coffee, I would absolutely love that. I will leave a link in the comments. For the next couple weeks, I'm opening up my calendar and would love to sit down, opening up 20-minute sections for moms who would like to sit down and talk about this issue, because it is so important that we set up these healthy boundaries for our kiddos at the dinner table, at any food table, anytime they're eating at the table. You know, I talk to moms and they say, well, they only eat chicken nuggets and they only eat macaroni and cheese. And when I talk about pushing back on that and offering other food choices, they say, well, I don't want them to have food issues. And I kind of have to pause and say, they already do. And I know that's tough to hear, but if they're only eating hot dogs and chicken nuggets or 1 or 2 items, they're struggling and they're not understanding what healthy choices are. Is it easy to transition from that? Absolutely not. Are there going to be tears from kids? Yes. Are there going to be tears from mom? Absolutely. But mom, you have to set firm on this topic, and you have to understand that setting up these boundaries for healthy food choices is all part of parenting. You've been doing it from the beginning, you're going to continue to do it, and we need to do it. It's very important around food. We want our kids to look back and say, Mom taught me what healthy means, what healthy food is. I am living a healthy life, and I know how to live a healthy life because of the boundaries that Mom set for me at the table, right? We don't want our kids to look back and as they're struggling with diabetes, obesity, heart condition, cancer, any of those issues, those are the risks. Those are the risks ahead of them if we do not set healthy boundaries at the dinner table. And I know it's tough to hear. And like I said, so for the next couple weeks, I am opening up my calendar. I will put the link in the comments below. I would love to sit down and chat with you about methods, techniques, tips, recipes, whatever it is you need to get you through the battle and to help you set these boundaries. Boundaries equal love, even at the most difficult times. And moms, you can make it through this. I promise you that. It's not easy. And we all know as soon as we get through one, they're giving us another challenge. It's the beauty of motherhood. But I know that you're passionate about it, just like I am. I know that it's important to you. And I know that you want the best for your kids. So I will leave you with that today. Boundaries equal love. Please ask yourself, what boundaries are you setting at the table, and what help do you need to maybe build healthier boundaries? Have a good day. Bye.